Are you one of the people that's always right? They're wrong. I'm right. We're right. We have a right for this. They owe us this. This is all about me. If you're that person, then what you're doing is you're shrinking your brain. You are limiting yourself to something that's greater than you. Recently, I found out, I'm looking at a political situation, and the way that many people in my family feel, the way that certain groups that I am involved with, the way that they feel, the way that they think, I'm looking at it, and the more I investigated, the more I saw that we were wrong. And as I looked at this, it's saying that I am doing what it is that the Bible says, and that is first to search myself in my heart. Do I have to be right? Do I judge things? And since I'm an octogenarian, which means I'm an older person, does that mean that what I learned as a young girl, how I was treated as a younger person, does that mean that that's something that's persisting today? When we talk about systemic anything, we need to start to investigate and unweave certain things, because it's, am I a systemic victim? Am I a systemic controller? Is this something that is a sustaining thing in my life, that nothing can stop it, that this is the way it is, and then I'm going to take this and make it an excuse? If I'm always the smartest person, if I'm always the one that's right, then I have limited my abilities to broaden my brain, to stretch my brain, to get more information, to broaden my scope. In other words, I have limited myself from growth. I am stunted. If we're not willing, and when we're not willing to look at a situation or circumstances from all different sides and to actually listen, that's the biggest part. Most people never learn to listen. Listening is an art, because one of the things, and it's a great art, one of the things that you have to do is that now, if I am going to actively listen to someone else, then what I have to do is that I have to close down, I have to slow down, I have to stop all the thoughts that are going on in my head. In other words, to prove that they're wrong, or to add to it, or to take away from it, or to judge it. Why don't I listen to the whole thing and then make a judgment? Why don't I do what it is that the Bible says to do? That we are to judge ourselves. How am I seeing this? And through what eyes, through what windows, and through what emotions, and through what history do I have with this? Am I looking at this situation through my financial picture, through my financial story, through my money story? Am I looking at it towards my relationship story? Am I looking at it towards my educational story? Am I looking at it towards my past or my history? How am I looking at this? Or am I able to be unbiased? Am I able to do this? We all have the capacity to do it. But the big thing is, very few people do. That's why an enemy can come in. The Bible talks about this. An enemy can come in into our nation, into the United States of America, or whatever nation that you're from. They can come in and they can destroy you in the midst of it. Why is that? Because our ears are tuned to hearing negative. They will come in, and as the Bible talks about it, it says they will sow discord. And God hates that. I see so many people that call themselves Christians, believers, kingdom citizens, sons of God, all of these different titles. And what they do is they sow discord. They take a little bit of something that someone has said, and then they mix it with their own brew, which means the way that they think that what that person said. When we're great listeners, we're also great question answers. If I will listen to you, then I'm able to ask you, is this what you're saying? Is this what you mean with that statement? No, 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 no. It happened yesterday in one of our services. It happened yesterday until I had made a statement, and a young woman came up because we have questions and answers in there. And she came up and she asked me, did this, when you said this, and the way that she quoted it, that's not what I said. I said, that is not what I said. And if that's the way you heard it, then that's my problem. That's my fault, because I did not articulate it clearly. So here is what it is that I am saying. I broke it down into bits and pieces so that she could understand it. If she had gone away thinking that I had said something that I didn't say, that would have brought discord. That would have brought it so that either she would have been put into condemnation for herself, or that she would have been blaming me for something that I didn't even say. What this video is about, especially to us that are older, I'm an octogenarian, means between I'm 80 and 90 years old. And for us to help people to see things differently, to help people to listen. And if we will start to do that, then we wouldn't talk so much. I mean, this is an old cliche. What we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means that we should listen twice as much. We should be clear about what we hear so that other people won't get hurt by our speaking what it is that we thought we heard. So, any rate, if this is of interest to you, please contact me. My information is down on the screen, and join us for one of our Use Your Boundless Brain Power challenges. Why is that? In other words, to be able to break through, break free of those things that have you hating, angry, judgmental, bitter, stuck in your business, bad relationships, all of that. Your brain and the way that you think is the key to all of these areas of your life, no matter what it is. And I am Dr. B.J. Baker. I approve of this message. This is your octogenarian saying bye-bye for now.